We are following several breaking news stories all across the valley this morning. There's a house fire near Cheyenne and Torrey Pines and a homicide investigation near downtown Las Vegas.
Nia Wong is at the fire. Hector Mejia is at the homicide. And let's start things off now with our first reporter, Nia.
Good morning, Kirsten and John. Crews are very busy out here at this one-story house fire. A majority of them, you can see them just around the garage where some small flames are shooting through, and they've really had a very challenging morning with this fire. But to explain a little bit more is Tim Szymanski with Las Vegas Fire and Rescue. So Tim, what has been going on here?
Well, we got the call about 3:20. It was by a passerby at Cheyenne and Rainbow. Says that the intersection was inundated with smoke. We actually had to drive around the neighborhoods and we found this fire, heavy fire through the roof when we arrived. It's a one-story house, fully involved. Took about a half an hour for it to be brought under control. We were really concerned about the embers that were coming off the roof, so we asked for additional equipment to come in because we were afraid that it would set trees in the neighborhood on fire. We were able to prevent that. The cause of the fire is under investigation at this time, and we have no injuries in connection with this incident.
At one point, neighbors tell me that flames were as high as 30 feet. What else can you tell us about this fire?
Well, it has a lot of fuel on the inside of the house, and when we arrived, the roof was already caving in, which is an indication that this fire had been burning for at least an hour before we got here. Once it opened up like that, those flames were just going straight up to the sky because of all the fuel inside the house.
Neighbors also tell me that they saw several dogs pulled out from the back. Possibly a man was reported being seen inside there earlier.
We have indications that there was a person in the house earlier in the evening. We always assume that somebody's in every building until we do a search to make sure no one is inside. We have not been able to do that yet because it is still too hot for the firefighters to go inside. So right now we don't know if anybody's in there or not. Sometimes they leave and people don't see it. So we'll go in there and do a search once we get this fire completely out.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for the update. As Tim had mentioned, crews have not done their preliminary search right now. Water is being shot into the home, which means fire crews can't go inside. They do expect to be out here for the next several hours, and so will we. We'll bring you the latest updates on air and online at LasVegasNow.com. Reporting live, Nia Wong, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Nia.